Welcome to Spy Trader, the financial podcast breaking down the latest news on the S&P 500. I'm your host, Chaz Gatsby. It's August 20th, 2024 at 6 a.m. Let's dive into today's headlines, analysis, and trading recommendations. First, we have significant news from New York's cannabis market. 94% of the New York Cannabis Retail Association opposes relaxing the 1,000-foot buffer between dispensaries. Industry leaders like Jason Tantalo warn this could lead to market saturation and harm legal businesses already struggling with illegal competition. Local politicians and community leaders also oppose the change, citing community safety concerns. Next, U.S. and U.K. sanctions on the Moscow Stock Exchange have halted trading in dollars and euros, freezing foreign assets and isolating MOX financially. While MOX is fighting these sanctions legally, the impacts on international finance could affect global investor sentiment, including the S&P 500. In Asia, stocks have risen following U.S. markets, with the S&P 500 recording an 8-day winning streak. Investors show cautious optimism ahead of potential Federal Reserve rate cuts, which will be discussed at the upcoming Jackson Hole Symposium. Lower trade volumes indicate traders are waiting for Fed Chair Jerome Powell's comments on interest rates. On corporate fronts, Lowe's has downgraded its sales and profit outlook due to reduced DIY spending and unfavorable weather. Edgar Bronfman Jr. has made a $4.3 billion bid for Paramount Global. The DOJ has approved the merger between Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Air Group. Meanwhile, Boeing is facing structural issues with its 777X jetliner, adding to its ongoing problems. Key takeaways. 1. Cannabis market fragility. Regulatory changes in New York's cannabis market could destabilize it further. 2. Impact of sanctions on MOX. Sanctions are isolating the Russian market, disrupting global investor sentiment. 3. Asian market rally. Positive movements in Asian markets driven by expectations of rate cuts from the Federal Reserve. 4. Corporate updates. Developments in retail, media, airlines, and aerospace sectors. Analysis and insights. The New York cannabis market is fragile, and regulatory relaxation could increase competition, threatening its stability. Legal cannabis operators might take legal actions against the state, which S&P 500 investors should monitor. The MOX sanctions highlight geopolitical issues' impacts on global markets. Investors should watch how this plays out, with potential diversions to more stable markets like the S&P 500. Positive sentiments from rising Asian markets might benefit the S&P 500, especially if Jerome Powell suggests rate cuts at Jackson Hole. Investors should closely follow the symposium for future Fed policy insights. Trading recommendations. 1. Monitor retail sector. With Lowe's outlook revised downward, adopt a cautious stance on retail stocks within the S&P 500. Check Home Depot's performance for similar trends. 2. Be cautious with industrial stocks. Boeing's ongoing issues elevate risks in aerospace stocks. Approach industrial sectors carefully. 3. Cannabis and related stocks. Given the fragility of New York's cannabis market, be cautious with investments in this sector. 4. Energy sector monitoring. The MOX situation might affect energy market dynamics, making it prudent to watch energy stocks within the S&P 500. To wrap up, consider indications of potential Fed rate cuts, which could bolster the S&P 500 if Powell confirms investor hopes at Jackson Hole. Stay informed and cautious, as market fluctuations offer both challenges and opportunities. That's it for this episode of Spy Trader. Stay tuned for our next update in a few hours. Keep trading smartly and have a great day.